nutrition prep vlog. We are 50 days out from the Stingray Classic, which is about 7.5 weeks. Today is Thursday, February 29th, 2024. This time around, I actually did my BodPod test first before filming, so we have the results to go over right away. Since February 8th, when I did my last test, I went from 158.562 pounds to 153.067 pounds. So that's a total loss of 5.495 pounds. I will say that 1.052 pounds of that total was muscle. So, however, I did go down from 17.1% body fat to 14.8%. That is a 2.3% decrease in body fat. So it's good. Naturally, with new BodPod test results, my coach updated my daily goals, so we'll go through those. I'm now at a calorie budget of 1,815 calories. My macro breakdown is as follows: 165 grams of protein, 165 grams of carbs, and 55 grams of fats. Plus, starting on Monday, I will be needing to do 400 calories worth of cardio 5 days a week. Yeah. I'm still planning on getting 10,000 steps a day and drinking water. I need to be adding 20 minutes of posing practice every day after my lift and making sure that my back and my abs are nice and stretched out before I do that, because it's a lot of strain on those areas. As far as how I'm feeling, I'm doing good. I've been crushing my sleep score within the Whoop app because I've started to use melatonin. I tried to avoid doing that because I didn't want to become dependent on anything, but it has really helped. I have been sleeping so deliciously, so good. I take just one of the Ollie extra strength gummies. I want to find something more natural. I just bought that because I needed melatonin and I was at the store. But I do want to try Parsley's Sleep Remedy capsules. They're 100% natural. They don't have additives and they're not addictive. I do want to mention some other things though. I got some blood work done. I have hypothyroidism and I'm medicated for that. But my doctor had me do some recent blood work, and my TSH levels went from 0.63 to 0.3, which is not good. I am pretty sure it's because I've been doing prep and because I mentioned last time, I have been following an intermittent fasting diet, and from what I briefly looked into, your TSH levels can be affected by that, especially if you're a woman. So we are going to need to change that, which is a bummer because it's really convenient for me. Also, I want to note that my period cycle has gotten a lot longer with my weight loss, which I'm not surprised by, but I didn't ovulate this past cycle. My period was incredibly light with 0 cramps. I usually get pretty bad cramps the first day, so I'm not complaining, but I am noticing these things and I want to talk about them for other female bodybuilders or people who are on a weight loss journey to keep this in mind, because I know that it can affect fertility and your cycle and your hormones. Quick disclaimer, prepping for a bodybuilding show, I will say the majority of it I feel like has been healthy and sustainable and manageable, but as you get closer, it is not. And the end result, what you're aiming for, is not healthy. The way that it's affecting my cycle and the time that I have to take away from others in order to do cardio and do meal prep and everything is too much. So definitely this stage of prep, 50 days out, it is not a healthy pattern of living. Earlier in prep, I would say it still was healthy, but not so much anymore as we're getting closer. Okay, switching to a positive, I've been incorporating LMNT electrolyte packets into my routine, and I like. The first time I had one, I was really overwhelmed by the saltiness, but now I probably put the least amount of water that I feel like I can without the salt burning my throat, but almost, because I really like the flavor of them and I like the intensity. I don't usually consume anything that's like a 0-calorie sweetener, but these use stevia, which is at least natural, it's not artificial. I'm not exactly sure about all the research behind it, but I do know it's one of the better ones. Overall though, I really try to avoid 0-calorie sweeteners. Anything, if I am sweetening something, I use honey because I like the nutrients. My favorite element flavor is the mango chili, and I've really noticed that it's helped, especially with my cardio sessions. How are my workouts overall? I feel more sustained. The only other thing I'll say is now, since drinking LMNT, I have been craving more salty things throughout the day. And I looked this up, apparently it's not uncommon, but if you're really sensitive to sodium, then you might experience an increase in cravings for salty foods. I don't really get it, but they say it's because the body feels like it needs to maintain an electrolyte balance, so it continues to crave sodium. I listened to the Model Health Show by Sean Stevenson, and there's a link you can use that he talks about in his show for his listeners, where you can get a free sample pack of LMNT flavors when you make an order. So I'll put that link in the description of this video. I've also been drinking a lot of hop water. It's a non-alcoholic sparkling water with the adaptogens from hops that they use to craft different ears. I've been digging this for a while, but I recently found out that they now sell it at my local grocery store. And I really like the peach flavor, and it's also infused with adaptogens and nootropics like L-theanine and ashwagandha. A new fun form of cardio for me has been jump rope. I needed 100 more calories to top off my weekly goal last week. I didn't feel like going all the way to the gym just to do that, so I just jump roped in the house and hit that goal really fast. I felt like a kid again, and it got my heart rate up pretty easily. So I've also been using a Cellulite and stretch mark cream called Lipoxyderm. You're supposed to put it on twice a day to help firm and tighten. Just with weight loss, skin can get a little saggy. So I've been using that, we'll see if it works. Starting this phase of prep has been the hardest, and I am starting to feel more hungry throughout the day as things get more intense, but we're doing well, and I'm excited. Lastly, we'll do a physique update, and then I'll check back in on our 25-day out marker.